Hi, my name is Frank Lofaso with AGL Industries. We're a fabricator of structural steel and miscellaneous steel, as well as an erector. Our role in the project was to develop shop drawings and also to fabricate and erect the structural steel with the miscellaneous, such as stairs, railings, etc. Basically, the project took, I don't know, roughly 8 to 12 weeks to complete. The site conditions were a little bit abnormal, very tight conditions, but through the help of Scarano and the team members, we were able to push it through and get it done. Everything was pretty much done by hand. We tried to get a mobile crane in there. It was not working, too tight. You had existing conditions such as occupied buildings to the left and to the right, which made it even harder to work in. So yes, everything was done pretty much by hand. For this particular project, the building, the structural steel served for two purposes. One for the living conditions, for the structural steel for the floor framing, as well as the support for the solar panels, which is now something I'm seeing more and more when I'm bidding jobs and projects. So it's a new technology that's starting to get used more often. A lot of my steel gets wrapped. You don't see too much of it, but the design there was, you do see some of the steel, you see the bracing. So that's pretty cool. I mean, sometimes when I start a project and I walk in 8 months later, you couldn't even tell I was there, but this building, you can actually physically see a lot of the members we installed. Again, solar panels, like I said, they have to withstand the elements. So we have to make sure that when we design it, fabricate it, and install it, that it's going to sustain winds and all types of loads from the environment and whatever God throws at it. So I really think the way I feel about it is it's going to be successful. But again, I'm interested to see it put to the test. But I think it's really going to be one of those things that people say, "Oh, I should have been living in a green building," or I should have had solar panels. So I think it's going to work out great. I think the design of the building, its intents may have been due to the climate changes and what's going on. I think the design was thought out well. It's a good design. Yeah, definitely. It's a cool building. I mean, most of the people who know the building, they're like, "Wow, look at that." So, and Mr. Scarano has developed a lot of neat designs, and this is really definitely one of them. So I think the more people see it and the more people hear about it, I think they become more interested in future occupancy of one of these types of buildings, or even building their own type of building like this. I've been in construction for over 15 years. Yeah, and lead and all that good stuff. Yeah, definitely. Within the past 5 years, there's definitely been a radical change in that, for sure. A lot of buildings now participate in lead programs, all different levels, gold, silver. So definitely yes. But we have to get involved because if the project involves it, then we have to be with it. Meaning that we fill out lead documentation, we make sure where we're getting our material from, a certain mileage, and there's a whole array of aspects with the lead. So yeah, we've learned a lot with lead. First time when you do a lead project, it's like, oh no. But now we're well in tune with it, and we can take pretty much any lead level that they throw at us, we can do it. I don't see why not. Um, I don't have solar panels on my house, but I've thought about it. And yeah, it's something I can see myself getting into in the future, for sure. I mean, obviously, it's like any new idea or any new prototype, and people kind of want to feel it out a little bit and see how it sustains the elements, how people like it, and what the pros and cons are. But I think the pros on this particular building definitely outweigh the cons. So yeah, I can see myself doing that. One thing is the electrical bill. There's no, I believe there's no electric bill. And again, whenever, power outages from storms, now we get all these crazy storms. We had Hurricane Sandy and whatnot. I believe the electrical system will sustain through events like that. So I think it's a step in the right direction. It's a nice system to be involved with. It's new. It's fresh. Design is different. It's just one of those things where you see. I mean, if you go in the area where that building's located, you can see all these buildings, and then bright green. You can see that one sticks out. It's just a new face, a new fresh thing to experience. Sure. One is the no electric bill. I mean, that's definitely a plus. And again, when Hurricane Sandy hit, I live by Rockaway. Obviously, we didn't experience the greatest experience of all times. But you know what happened there. And just when you have a family, you kind of want to think a little bit, be safer, or do what you can to make sure that an event happens like that. So yeah, I would definitely live in those types of buildings. Yes. It was a very good experience. Again, Robert and I, we had challenges getting the steel erected in there, but the team was very tight knit, very pretty much in the same wavelength, meaning that we knew the challenges and we pre-planned before we got there. We did try to get the mobile crane in there, but it wasn't really happening, and it was kind of faster to get it up by hand, and we just pushed forward, did it. Basically, it was really, it was manpower. And Robert does neat designs, and I'd love to work with him again.